Hello everyone, in today's tutorial we'll see how to easily create this photocopy scan effects that you can see in here using Adobe Photoshop. But before we're gonna do that, make sure to subscribe and comment and leave a like. Alright, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a new file by going to File, New. And I will keep the same settings in here, 2000 pixels in the width, 3000 in the height, 72 in the resolution, and RGB in the color mode. And the is okay. Now I want to make this as a smart object, so let's create a new layer, and let's call it image. And then let's delete this background, and then right click on this image and choose convert to smart object. Now we'll right click again and choose edit content. And let's go to our file. Let's choose this image in here and open it in the smart objects. Now I'm gonna make it bigger to fit the canvas, just like that, and one click on this check mark. Now I'm gonna close these smart objects, and I will make sure to press yes to save the changes. And now we have the image in here saved as smart objects. Now I'm gonna create 2 copies or duplicate this twice by pressing Ctrl Command J twice. And let's call this first one blur 2, and the middle one blur 1. And I will keep this in here as it is because we want it to be under the both images. So now I'm gonna select the blur 2 layer and make it invisible, and then select the blur 1 layer and go to filter, blur, and choose motion blur. Now for the angle of the motion blur, I will set it to 0, and for the distance I will change it to 500, and that will be okay. Now I want only the middle or the center of the image to be shown without the motion blur effect on it. So I'm going to create a new layer mask by one click on this layer mask, and I will make sure that I'm selecting the layer mask, and also make sure that your foreground color is set to black. If you don't have it black, press D to make it to default, and then press X to switch black as your foreground color. Now I'm gonna choose the gradient tool, and then I'm gonna change the gradient in the basic in here. I will choose this middle one, which is color to transparent. And for the style, I will choose this reflected gradient in here, as you can see. Alright, now using black as my foreground color, I will go in the center, and I will one click and drag while pressing shift, and as you can see, this will create something like this. Alright, now I'm gonna make the blur 2 layer visible, and then go back to filter, blur, and apply motion blur again. Now I will keep the angle set to 0, but for the distance I will change it to 1000, and that will be okay. Now we're gonna do the same as we did for the blur 1 layer. So I'm gonna create a new layer mask. Again, make sure to select the layer mask, and using the same gradient I will go again to the center, and by pressing shift, one click and drag just like that to make it only the center or only the middle of the image visible to create these lines in here. Alright, now we have our effect, but we need to change this to black and white. So all we're gonna do is to apply an adjustment using the adjustments icon and choose hue and saturation, and then I'm gonna drop down the saturation to -100, and this will remove all the colors. Alright, now we need to make a stand visible layer, and to do that you can press Ctrl Shift Alt E all together, or Command Shift Option E all together, and this will create a stand visible layer, or actually create a screenshot of what we have on our canvas. So this will be our photocopy scans. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to filter, and this time we're gonna choose filter gallery. Now we're gonna apply these 3 filters in here, but let's do it from scratch. So let's delete all of them and keep only the first one. So the first one will be in the sketch folder. It will be the halftone pattern. So for the size, you can experiment with this. It depends on how strong your lines want it to be. For example, more size, more lines, or thicker lines. For me, I will keep it around 3 or 2. It depends on how you want it. So I will keep it around 3. And for the contrast, also it depends on how contrasty you want your image to be. I don't recommend to go very high. So I will keep it around 24. And make sure that the pattern type is set to line. Alright, now I'm going to create a new filter. And this time we will go for a graphic pen. So this will create that scan or that photocopy look. So for the stroke length, I will put it down to like 3 or 4 to match the halftone pattern. Or actually, let's put it around 2. And for the light/dark balance, I will keep it 15. And for the stroke direction, I will change it to horizontal to match the halftone pattern. Alright, now I'm going to create a new filter again by click on this plus icon. And then I will go to grain. For the grain, it depends on how much grain you want your image to be. So for the intensity, I will keep it 40 and 50 in the contrast. And for the grain type, I will change it to horizontal to match the lines. And I will press OK. And there we go. This is our effect. As you can see, it's very easy and straightforward. And it looks really nice as a scan photocopy look. Alright, now let's try it with another image. So to do that, we're gonna hide this first effect that we created. And then as you can see, as you remember, we have 3 smart objects. So we only need to open one of the smart objects by one click on this, one of them like this. And then go and open another image, which is this one. As you can see, this image is already black and white, but we already have the black and white adjustment color applied. Alright, so once you resize your image, click on this check mark and then make sure to close it and make sure to press yes to save the changes. And now we have the same image in here applied. If you're not happy with the gradient or with the light mask, you can always go back and apply the same gradient to reveal more if you want. Alright, now after we're done, we're gonna create another stamp visible layer by pressing Ctrl-Shift-Alt-E all together or Command-Shift-Option-E all together. And this will make a screenshot of what we have in our canvas. Now, because we already apply our filter galleries, we can just go and choose filter galleries. And there we go, we will find it in here, applied 3 of them. And of course, you can make changes if you want. You can make the size of the halftone even bigger if you want. Something like this. So for me, I would keep it 2. And the graphic pen, you can change the light and the dark balance if you want. For example, make it stronger if you want. And also the stroke length. So I think it looks cool the way it was. So I'm going to press OK. And there we go. We have the same effects applied in here. Alright, and that will be all. So I hope that you enjoy and you like this quick and easy tutorial and this was a little bit helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and leave a like and have a nice day. Thank you for watching.